Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on Unterkrebach. Now, Krebach released a couple of weeks ago, then disappeared. Then Unterkrebach came, and it does say the Unterkrebach differs from the Krebach in the selection of the soil textures to be painted. The map was specifically created for low performance devices, that's PC as well as being on consoles. Updates will only be available for Unterkrebach in the future. Now, going around this map, I suddenly thought, this seems very familiar. The previous version or versions of this, I'm sure were done by, was it Red Kinestus or was it Red Kinestus and Richie F? I'm racking my brains. I think it was one of those guys. Anyway, or both. There is a required mod for this map, the Bavarian Farm Pack. As you can see around me, most of it, I think, has been used. We do have to start with the dog as well. Bellow. It reminds me of my daughter. It just made me smile. That did. Anyway, that's completely thrown me off. Slot count. Should we talk about that? There are mods available. If we go into build mode, let's do that first. If we go into build mode and we go down to our sheds. Now, a lot of it is the Bavarian Farm Pack. So as you can see, pretty much all the Bavarian Farm Pack is there. If we go to silos, it's the same thing. Silo extensions, we've got one in there. Under container, we've got some more from that. Under tools, we've got a workshop. Now that I don't think is from the Bavarian Farm Pack, so that's been put in by the map maker. The farmhouse is under production. We go to the end, we've got these two. We've got a pig food mixer and we've got a farm food mixer, which is a TMR mixer for the cows. So we've got two food mixers, one's 15 grand, one's 25 grand, which is pretty cool. They're already here on New Farmer. The silo that we've got, I think, is a 2 million litre, again, part of the Bavarian farm pack, and the hayloft is 250,000 litres. Under animals, we've got, again, Bavarian farm pack, but the one on the end there, the cow barn big, I think that's been added in by the map maker. That's not part of the Bavarian farm pack. It's a nice building, that as well. We'll get onto that. Pigs, Bavarian farm pack, sheep, I think, as well. But anyway, yeah, there's a few bits and bobs been put in by the map maker, which is lovely. Sleep trigger starts here. Is here. Sleep trigger there. Wardrobe just there. If we open the barn doors here for the Bavarian farm pack cow barn building, I did this on one of the mod reviews when it first came out. I love this building. I love that with the ramp going up over the top into the hayloft. The way it's all been fenced in and put onto the map, it fits very, very well. This will hold 45 cows. We can go upstairs and it's just brilliant. If we come round the back of here, we have got a shed for storage. We've got a couple of bits in here. Okay, we've got one bit in there. The forage wagon. If we come a bit further through to here, we've got our sheep pen. Sheep pen will hold 25. We can go up into the hayloft if you want to. It really is the perfect fit for this map. This map is one of those ones that is incredibly picturesque. It's a lovely, lovely map. Nice little dovecot there as well, been added in. As we swing around back under here, we come to chickens. We've got a pen for 360, I think it is. Yep, 360 chickens. We've got a workshop trigger just under here. We're going to go around a little bit further, but what I want to talk about is slot count now, probably the best point for something. Where was I standing when I did it? I think it was a bit further over, actually, it doesn't matter. Slot count is on New Farmer, Farm Manager and Start From Scratch, 1,178. It's the same in all three game modes. You start with all the same machinery, you start with all the same buildings. If you decide to sell them all off, everything, I got the slot count down to 915. That was getting rid of all the buildings, and it looks like this. Oh yeah, the other thing, there was pallet racking, was another thing that the mod map makers put in, some pallet racking. There's a few bits of those knocking around as well. So as we move a little bit further along, we come to this building here. This is the one that's got our farm food mixer in it. So this one in here is for making your salt mix ration. We've got a trailer in here. The nice thing about this, if we go into this one here and we go up to our mixers, so that one there is the farm food mixer. There's the, I mean, it's total mixed ration. So it will do silage, hay, straw, and mineral feeds, and that will give you a total mixed ration if you want to process that. The pig food mix, when we get up to that, is chaff, potatoes, and sugar beet, and you get pig food out. I think that's one of the least complicated recipes I've seen on pig food mix, which is pretty cool. And there is a greenhouse, which we're going to get to later on as well. So they're all under the production chain. So that's the TMR mixer. We do have a Schaefer front loader, and like I say, some pallet rack in there for putting some equipment. We've got various different silage clamps, manure heap extension for the cows in here. Cow feeding area. This one was, oh, this is the hay loft. Moment blank, I'm thinking they've all been sort of interlaced together and interlocked really well. I mean, you can see the joins if you really look, but it just works very, very well. Hay loft, 250,000 litres of your hay and straw. And if we come around the back here, again, I like the way as well, it's all interlocked and interlaced with all these little tracks that run around behind the buildings and join everything up. Slurry spreader, and the slurry point here is around the back for the cow shed. We're going to grab the tractor, I think, and we're going to head sort of north-ish out of the farm, and we're going to do an anti-clockwise route round. Oh, as far as farm machinery goes, and I said it's 1,178. If we go on to this one here and scroll down until we get to them. So we're going to start with one tractor, the Fendt Favorite 511C. We've got the Rosselmash Nova 330 harvester, and then the Schaefer 2630 front loader. We've got a small trailer, header, muck spreader, slurry spreader, forage wagon, feed mixer. So you can either do it in there, or you've got the barn, the building to make total mixed ration if you want to do it in there. And we've got a weight. We don't have any attachments for the front loader, interestingly enough. We do have the weight, but we don't have anything else. That's all you start with. Not a huge amount of equipment, in all honesty. But I think you'll agree as we go around. This was always one of those maps that was very nice. It was very pretty, very, you know, it's another one of those ones you can take screenshots from anywhere, thumbnails, and it just looks fantastic. So this is a multi-fruit silo, 2 million litres. We're just going to sweep up the hill a little bit to the second of the cow barns. Like I said, I think this is the one the map maker's put in. Extra manure heap over there as well. This is a fantastic looking building. I love the mossy effect on the roof as well. It's so well done. Fuel tank on the side there that we can have fuel put into, and our mixer is up here. Another silage clamp just here. These ones as part of the pack that kind of blend into the ground as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, this is a fantastic looking building. Dialogue box is just there. Milk out is done there. Our feed and straw bedding is done along the front here. Slurry out is done just round here. And obviously if you've got a manure heap extension, that's just absolutely dandy. From here then, we're going to go down a little bit into the yard behind us, which is where we've got the pigs and the pig food mixer. So this is where you find your harvester as well. Some more pallet racking just around the side there. Oh, hang on. Oh no, hang on. Because we didn't. It wasn't showing. We didn't have anything. I was thinking, oh, maybe we've got the implements there, but no, they're not showing in our inventory, are they? So yeah, pallet rack in there, harvester tucked away in the building there, and this is our pig food mixer, and our pig pen is just there. 108 pigs. Just look at that. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought it was a switch or something. We had a lever we had to pull, but no, I think we're all right. I'm wondering whether or not the fact we've got that to take it out. I was wondering if you did the feed mixing in here, whether it would automatically feed over, but I don't think it does it? Let's just double check that. Selling, distributing. I wonder. I don't think it can. I'm just looking down the list of instructions and things for the map. I'm pretty sure if you'd use mixers and stuff like that, you have to do it yourself. It's not like there's a pipeline that takes it, which would be quite cool if there was, but it doesn't matter if there's not. We're right on top of it, so it's all good. Right, from here, let's head out to the farm. Love the butterflies all fluttering around as well. I would imagine when you're... Oh, it does say as well, I was going to say, when you're in the winter or it's autumn and it's honking down with rain and thunderstorms, it's probably not as picturesque, but still quite nice. I'm pretty sure I might be in the previous map, and I didn't say. I was just thinking, when I did the map tour and river view, it did say it was precision farming ready, and I forgot to say. Doesn't say it for this one. So, just here we have got the farmers market sell point, and we have got our animal dealership livestock market point just there for buying and selling our livestock. If you don't want to do it directly at your pens, you can come here and collect your animals yourself. We can go across the top of the map. I suppose something I didn't do as well. I'm all out of sequence. I've just realised I'm all out of sequence. If I go to here, let's go up to the map. I didn't really talk about the map itself, did I? And field prices and that kind of thing. I said we started with that, and we start with that farm area here. Field 4, Field 5, and we start with Field 17 down there. Field prices, as you imagine, it's a small map. There's a few bits of forestry knocking about. I think we've got some small fields there. 24 grand. I think that's probably about the smallest, or maybe not. 23 grand, there you go. For field 24, and I think one of the largest fields is probably field 10 at 137 grand. It's one of those nice ones, small machinery. You can gradually build up your farm, and it wouldn't take a huge amount of time to get all of them, but it's that scales of economy, isn't it? You look at it and think, oh, it's a small map with small fields. That's pretty cool. But because they're small fields and it's a small map, you don't make as much money. So in essence, it probably would take you just as long to buy up all the fields as if you're running big fields on a big map, because the big fields will get you more money, but the fields cost more money to buy. So it's kind of that, you know, it's just a scaled down version, really. From here then, in my head I'm making sense. Doesn't mean I'm actually making sense. We have got our liquid fertilizer tank just here, one of the ones where you can put it in yourself. Can we put it in yourself? I always get that mixed up. Liquid fertilizer that we can have filled up for us, we can come and collect from. We have got the grain mill just to our right. We've got the fertilizer tank, solid fertilizer tank. That's the 60,000 litre one, I believe, just there. And a lime station just there. From here, we're heading west, and then we'll head south down the map. It won't take too long. Nice sweep of the landscape as well. And this is another one, the lighting's spot on, colour palette just works. You know, sometimes you get them and they're very bright, very colourful. Sometimes you get them, they look a little bit washed out. This is, for me, you know, everyone's eyes are different. That's the thing as well. It's difficult when you make a sweeping statement like that, and someone else might be looking at it thinking, well, that's not what I'm seeing. And that's the thing, isn't it? You know, we'll assume that everyone sees them in the same way and smells, but that's not the case. So from my perspective, it looks perfect. The greenhouse that we start with is just here. Now, you can't buy this plot of land, but the greenhouse is here and it is available to use. As you've seen, we've already got it in our inventory, so it is here. Next door to that, we have got the... Which one's this? No, this isn't the GWS, is it? Or GOW. Agricultural Trade Sell Point. Although it does say GW on there. If we go into here... We have come from the farm, out for the top of the farm, did the cow bit, did the pig bit, and then came out up there to the livestock market and farmers market, round there to the fertilizer tanks, grain mill and lime station. We now come out there, greenhouse, that one there is the agricultural trade. As we head down, we've got some horses. That's the horse area. You can use the horses, they are already there. We have a pen for... I'll say 5 horses and 1 for 8. 1 for 5, 1 for 8, and we do start with 4 horses as well. The 4 horsemen. And they are just here. But you can buy the plot of land as well. Now, buying the plot of land, if you want to sell everything here, you definitely need to own the plot of land. And it's not expensive, but we do have a manure heap extension. We have got a silo, paddock here for 5 horses, and we've got 4: Ocean, Joker, Milo, and Ivory. Food trough, water trough. And that one is that's sell point. That one is horse breeding. That might be the bale sell point, is it? Let's go to there. I didn't think to check that. I just thought it was part of it. Yeah, horse breeding. And then over this side, we've got the barn building. There's nothing in this one, but it is here, and this will hold 8. If you want to put it in there. If you don't want to run horses, you can buy the plot of land, sell all that off, and then put something else here in its place. You might want to put a production chain or something like that. If you wanted to. That, of course, is up to you. From here, then, we're going to head to the sawmill. I think the sawmill's next. This is another one of the maps that's been done that, as I'm driving around, it feels very familiar, yet it's not one I played a lot on. I did a bit off camera. I really did like the map when I've done the map tours on this one before. Like I said, it's a very picturesque map, but it feels different. It feels very different. So, sawmill, just down here. Sell point or production chain if you want to buy it. I don't always stop to check the price of the production chain. I think they're standard ones, yeah, 100 grand. Pretty much. I think the only one that caught me out was on, is it Forstinning that I did last week? And that was, what, 1.5 million or something for the sawmill. That really threw me. I don't always check, and I don't know what made me check on that one, but as I did, I suddenly thought, whoa, okay, a little bit pricey. Just looking across at all of this. This lovely. It really is a lovely map. The bridges as well. As we get down to the southeast of the map, down towards the biogas plant, when you head back up and you've got all these little lakes and you've got fishing boats, and it feels all very natural. I know it's made up, it's a made up map, but everything kind of just blends and links, and it just feels incredibly natural. To our left, we have got the dairy production chain. Behind that, we've got the Unterkrebach milk sell point. They're both there. To my right, we have got the Unterkrebach mill sell point, just there. Why did you stop after you drove past me? Silly Billy. To my left, we've got pizzeria sell point. And then to my right, we are at the machinery store, vehicle shop, however you want to refer to it. Bakery, just over to the right there. Workshop trigger is there. And your buy point is there. This is also the reset point. It's not a huge map, but if you do need to reset something for some reason, it will reset back here to the machinery store. So we've come down, did the horses, round there, sawmill, along to there. As I said, we've got dairy, and then we've got the Unterkrebach milk sell point, Unterkrebach mill sell point, pizzeria, bakery. We are now here. Fuel station next door. Now as we swing round, we're going to go to the last 2 points, which is the, I want to say GCW, GLW. Again, handwriting. GLW. The GLW dealer sell point and the biogas plant. Fuel station, just to the right. And this is what I mean, as we come across here, we've got the river this side, then the lakes this side. What's the lakes? Ponds, whatever you refer to them. But again, all the greenery, the foliage, the way it's been done, the wooden bridges, it all just blends really, really well. Coming across there, I mean, like I say on some maps, sometimes you stop and you think, that's a photograph. If I was out with my camera, that's a beautiful photo, you know. Guy fishing his boat, just lazily drifting around. We come across this side as well. You can almost imagine a couple of 100 years ago as a little water mill, or, you know, it's lovely. Very, very nice. So, off to GLW. And then the bug. Sorry, I'm just drifting off. Just enjoying myself. It gives you that vibe. It's that feeling to it. I don't know if I said at the start. I probably didn't, because I said who it was. I thought it was originally by. This is by Derjogi. If I didn't say Derjogi, 249.22 megabytes download. You can see why it's a little bit higher for a small map. 249.22 megabytes seems quite high, but when you look at the detail on it, that's absolutely right. GLW sell point is just here, and if we go straight through the back of here, we go around to the biogas plant. It's a small biogas plant, little facility just here. Couple of large silage clamps just over there. This one will set you back 435 grand, I think it is. Yep, 435,000 for the biogas plant just down here to the south, and that's the map. What I will say is, if you do sell everything, when I talked about it earlier, you need to be careful. I'm now racking my brains thinking everything's blending into one state. Did I say that? It will look a little bit like this. And if I did say that, why did that not trigger my mind to explain what I was going to explain next, which was what I was going to do? I'm going to head back up to the farm, only so we can, we'll look at the view from this way. We'll come into the farm the back way. So the back way. That's what I'm just calling it, because, well, I don't know why. It's not a huge map, it's not going to take us ages to get there. Swing a right just here. I'll say, just for me, just feels like we're coming to the back of the farm. I'm going to hop the fence just here. I think I did, didn't I? Because I turned around and said, I think I was stood there. Yeah, what I was to say was, if you do delete everything, just be careful. Because things like this, when the building goes, all this stuff inside remains. The workshop and the workshop trigger goes, but all of this equipment and stuff that's here stays. And a lot of the buildings that have got ivy on them, trying to find one that has now, this one here for example, the building goes, but the ivy stays hanging in the air. You can't delete the ivy separately. I think there's a couple of bits over here on one of these as well, and it stays sort of hanging. Just be aware of that if you are going to. My advice, if you are going to delete any buildings or anything, or same as if you're going to do landscaping, there you go, this bit here as well, save your game, make the changes. If you make the changes and it's awful and it's not what you thought, it's not what you hoped, or your landscape and it all goes horribly wrong, don't save it, come out of the game, then you can come back to your previous save game, and all should be well in the world. So that's the map. We came from there, down past the lakes, which we had a look at, down to the biogas plant, and then back up again. Unterkrebach by Derjogi. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.